is BBC Radio 1 Extra.
bbc.co.uk/1
Extra.
1 Extra drum and bass.
1 Extra drum and bass. We do it big.
Many thanks to Mr. Jam on the 1 Extra tonight exclusively. It's Rider Radio till 3. Do remember you can catch the Jam Man back to the normal hours of 11 and 1 on Radio 1 and Radio 1 Extra next week. It's Rider Radio through till 3. We got some exclusive banging music. Got one of my very, very favourite artists over the last 15 years coming in. I'll let you know more about that after this tune. If you listen to Rider Radio on a regular, you know how we kick it. We smooth it in, some summer beats to start. Then we start to get a bit grimy, a bit bassy, a bit angry. Two sides of the coin. We try to roll the lot, keeping it worldwide when it comes to drum and bass. Rider Radio. Here tonight exclusively on Radio 1 Extra. Strange. Track's called Lovely Day. Now Lindsay asked me a very interesting question just there. She asked me if Command Strange are signed. And I don't think they are. Because every time they send me a track, it just says unsigned next to it. I think I should sign them, you know, seriously. I'm bringing back prototype recordings. Yeah, me and my boy from Dogs on Acid, he's going to help me with it. But I don't really have a lot of time to do that anymore.
Busy man.
I'm telling you. But Prototype Recordings is coming back. And I'm looking for tunes. And maybe Command Strange could be involved. But I've got to be honest with you, I don't know these guys. And I may even know these guys and just not know it's Command Strange. But they've been sending me some raging tunes over the last 12 months. Don't get me wrong, all on a funk vibe, but yo, man, tunes are tunes. And there's another one.
You're gonna get your checkbook out.
Yeah, I'm right. I don't need to do that. Let's not go too crazy here. You never know. I can get my partner to get his checkbook out though. He's got a very big checkbook.
Sounds like a good deal.
I'm telling you. So tonight, have we got any sort of menu running, or are we just freestyling?
We've got Krust coming in tonight.
Yeah, DJ Krust, as I was saying at the top of the show, last 15 years, one of my favourite artists. I've got to be honest with you, right? Krust has made one of the top 5 drum and bass records in my library.
Ooh, impressive.
And that's, listen, you have to understand, I have about, I can't even put, I must have about 500,000 drum and bass tracks, at least.
No,
at least.
library.
At least, and Krust made the top 5. Can you believe that?
Wow. He's going to be well chuffed with that.
LTJ Booker made it with music as well. There's a top 2 there. Well, anyway, I'm gonna, do you know what? I'm going to actually play that track that I'm talking about that made it into my top 5. I'm going to play that tonight. Track I've been bigging up the most right here on Radio 1. Oh, just done it. Right here on Radio 1 Extra.
We knew that would happen.
I told you.
We knew it would happen.
I told you.
But we're exclusively on 1 Extra tonight.
That's right. I knew it was going to happen.
Alan.
But anyway, tracks by AI, Artificial Intelligence. The track's called Vibes. Forthcoming on V Recordings, part of the new LP. This is it for me. More tracks to come. But this is it so far for me, man. Vibes. Big tune.
1 Extra drum and bass.
Oh my gosh, love this tune. You might have to grab me away from the turntables because I could end up reloading this for a good 20-30 minutes. Gotta say hi to Brian G, also Jordan V, my man Mighty Jumping Jack Frost.
Fabio, Grooverider, the biggest drum and bass radio show in the world on BBC Radio 1 Extra and BBC Radio 1. Too much bass for one station on BBC Radio 1 Extra and BBC Radio 1. Yeah.
So I play that for all the Swerve crew, also my homeboy Fabio. I actually saw Fabio. Do you know, people think we're joined at the hip. You need to understand, I hardly see that guy.
He's a busy man.
Busy doing what?
Not answering his phone.
He doesn't even drive. What do you mean busy? He doesn't even leave his house. But yeah, I saw Fabio on Saturday over at the Global Gathering. Now that was wicked, that was.
I've seen pictures.
Huh?
I've seen some pictures of you there.
Yeah, well, you know, the camera's always on me. Standard. But, yeah, I was in my shorts and stuff. Not Speedos, not Speedos. Let's not go do the Speedo one again.
13 minutes it took today to get onto the show.
Got the shorts on, got the knees out.
Woo!
You know.
Were you
Good look,
rocking it?
it's a good look. Huh?
Were you rocking it?
Yeah, man, I was rocking it all right. I was there from like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so there's a bit of sun up there. You know, I like to look cool playing in my dark glasses now and again. You have to do that about 2-3 times a year. But,
Did you keep them on the whole set?
Yeah. It was in the afternoon, innit?
Oh, that's good.
And we done an outdoor stage set as well.
Right, you're allowed.
We played some old school house. Now, certain people getting things confused. Namely, my man Judge Jules.
What's he done?
I thought that stage that me and Fabio went to play the old school set on was an old school stage. So we came out of the tent after we just finished our drum and bass sets in the main arena there. And try to look for this stage where we're supposed to be playing some old school. So obviously we're going to be looking around and listening out for old school music. When we got to this arena, guy was saying, yeah, that's your arena. I go, no, it can't be. Because Judge Jules was in there banging out some brand new. And I'm talking about his brand new. And he was banging. And don't get me wrong, Judge Jules right now is playing couple tunes. I've got to tell you this. I don't know if they're your kind of tunes, Lindsay, and I don't know what he's rolling out on his show, but I tell you what, he played a couple of little house bumblers, little bumpers. My head was rocking off, I've got to be honest with you. But at the same time, I was getting a bit nervous because myself and Fabio got playing music that's like 20 years old, 15 years old. But I'll let Fabio go first, as usual.
Set him up.
No, because he's got this thing. Because it's Fabio and Grooverider, I think he thinks because his name's always in front of mine, he's got to play first. So he always does it. I don't mind. It's something I got used to. But this time I was thinking, yeah, good. But no, he rocked it, man. It was all right. And then, we just came and just done that thing and it was all right. So, yeah.
How did the old school go down?
That's what I'm saying. It was kind of rolling.
Biggest tune?
I looked into your eyes.
So, Lindsay, I can't tell you about them kind of tunes because you really wouldn't know. These tunes were made before you were even born. Well, I'm not sure. Well, before Chazelle was born. Anyway.
Did you know?
I don't know. Fabio's playing a bit more commercial than me. See, my biggest tune was like a tune called Monkey Wah. Do you know that tune? Sorry?
No.
Exactly. How about Kevin Saunderson, Everybody's Free?
I might remember it from, Helter Skelter and
Oh, no. Do you know a tune a tune by Kevin Saunderson called United?
No. Computer says.
That's what I'm saying, man.
History lesson.
I
was one of them girls who just used to dance to the drum and bass.
No, it's because Ryder was playing them tunes exclusively.
Oh.
It's not your fault.
That's all right then.
It's not your fault, Lindsay. Anyway, another exclusive. 20 years later, we're still doing that. There's Mutated Forms featuring Jenna G. That's called Last Time. Forthcoming on Allsorts.
Was the last time I looked into your eyes, and I know goodbye as the waves rolled in, and you kept me close. Did you know that it was the last time? Did you know that it was the last time? Did you know I still feel it? There's a part of me inside that thinks we're gonna be the same once again. If I had have known when you were in my arms, I would have never let go. The last time. Last time, our last time was the last time. The last time was the last time. Our last time was the last time. Our last time was the last time. Our last time was the last time. The last time was the last night. Our last night was the last time. Our last time.
The Dons of Drum and Bass on BBC Radio 1 Extra and BBC Radio 1.
Was the last time I looked into your eyes, and I know goodbye as the waves rolled in, and you kept me close. Did you know that it was the last time? Did you know that it was the last time? Did you know I still feel it? There's a part of me inside that thinks we're gonna be the same once again. If I
BBC Radio 1 Extra.
gotta let it go, gotta let it go, gotta let it go.
in and hold on to your hats. It's Rider Radio.
What's going on? You already know this is Drake. You rocking with the illest tag team, Fabio and Grooverider.
Quite simply, one of my favourite tunes at the moment. You know, I was actually going to drop that as a rewind track tonight, but I thought I'd give Fabio a chance. Maybe next week, see, I'm giving him pre-warning so he can get prepared. But there's no war at the moment, we're all lovely right now. So that's why I would have smoothed it off this week. But I've got another thing. I'm just quite angry, to be totally honest with you. That is the Prototypes. The track is called Cascades, forthcoming on Infrared. Gotta say many thanks to J Magic, my man, for sending that one down. Big tune. I've got to slide Zane a piece of that. So if Zane gets it, then Annie gets it, then Mr. Jam gets it. Oh, God. Maybe next time I come back. Give me a little flick on it for a couple of weeks. I'm gonna have to do it now and set it in. So this week, as usual, I put in some hard hours in on the Xbox. I'm serious. FIFA 10 takes some hard hours out of me. let her play online. I've been looking for Rampage to play him online, but he's been avoiding me. He's hiding from me.
Do you want me to have a word?
Yeah. Was it Trouble T? Trevor T?
Treble.
Yeah. Treble, yeah. He's been hiding from me. Don't hide anymore, man.
Maybe they're scared of you. They don't want to lose.
No, it's my name online, man. Bruce Lee. They're scared of it. They're scared of me. And when I'm playing on the Xbox, I like to listen to tunes. You know, I like to go through the tunes and, you know, take it back sometimes. This is from 2 years ago. This is the Brookes brothers. Track's called Mistakes. on Breakbeat Kaos. That is the Brookes brothers. Track's called Mistakes. Now, talking of Breakbeat Kaos, I ran the head honcho fresh last week, about Wednesday time. I said, yeah, we saying fresh, we do. He goes, Groove, I'm doing some rehearsals. What rehearsals? I said, yeah, got a little gig this week. I said, what are you talking about? He said, yeah, I'm on Big Brother. I said, what? He said, yeah, doing a live thing on Big Brother. I was like, whoa. But did anybody see that? I think he's done Big Brother's Little Brother, where they have bands on it. That's what my girlfriend told me anyway. I'm not sure. But I tried to record it and I totally missed it and recorded Big Brother, and I don't think he's on there, so I'm gonna have to go to that 04D business or whatever, the playback channel. I've really got to look for it. I said, are you doing it?
Now.
He goes, I go to him, you doing it live? He goes, nah, crazy. keyboards live? I don't think so. So I really got to see how that looks. And if somebody can tell me, hit me up. bbc.co.uk/radio1. Hit me on our Facebook page even. 29,500 deep, I may add. This is a track we've been banging out for a hot minute. We made a hit on this show. It's called Rising Up. It's by Mattix and Futile. Let nobody tell you any different where it's played first. One Extra, Radio 1. This is how we do it here. Smashing it.
One Extra drum and bass, we do it big.
Fabio and Grooverider.
Run that rhythm again, little boy. Know this.
Still sounding very, very good. Absolutely kicked down Global Gathering. But it didn't look as busy as other years at Global this year. I'm talking about all round. The drum and bass arena was probably the heaviest arena. But that's like every year, to be totally honest with you. So I've got to say many thanks to the Random Concept guys. You know, they do put in a lot of work, and it's hard work keeping that little gig going, especially in the current climate. So I've got to big up Mark Ledge, also my man Gary K. Gary's looking a bit muscly, man. He's looking a bit big. Also, he kind of rolled out a fat little set with Nicky Black Market back to back. Also got to hear Hazard. My man Fabio, of course. Friction was in the building. Hype was rolling out. I had to kind of leave after that.
Where were you headed to?
I went back to London to Breaking Science. I had a wicked time down there. Oh, sure. I'll tell you what. I gotta tell you, right? Seriously. We all know that I'm not a real big fan of the MC game. But I have been more so than I have been over the last few years. And I'll tell you something, right? A couple of MCs shined on Saturday for me. We all know the big lot, the Skibbities and
Dynamites.
They're all massive MCs in their own right every time. It's my X-Man, we know all the big ones. But a couple of guys shine for me, like, on Saturday. Firstly, MC Craft, who was on myself and Fabio's set. He's shone, man. So I've got to big him up because he stepped in. Fearless was a bit late, so he stepped in and, man, he was heavy, man. Also, a name that we're more familiar with is MC Shabba, who I had at Breakbeat Kaos. It's Breaking Science down in London area. Wicked night. Shabba smashed it as well, man. Also see old faithful from Midlands, MC Bassman, putting it together. Steps and everything. Oh yeah, I got to pick up the MCs this week, man, because they kind of rolled out. And when it's properly in tandem with the DJ, it works real nice. Right, something on Valve. Track's called I'll Be Your.
Will you be mine? Will you be mine? I'll be.
Drum and bass.
Yeah, I know that came through.
What was that?
Using a flick from Robert Owens. There you go, for a train spotter. That was called I'll Be Your Friend. That's where the vocals from.
Can you sing it to us?
I'm not Jam. I don't do singing. It's mainly because that's why I play instrumentals most of the time. Forthcoming on Valve. I have my suspicions about who done that tune, but I'm not sure, so I'm not going to say. Just know it came from that end of the town. From London, deep London, South London, straight to Tallinn, Estonia. Outfit go by the name of Mutated Forms. Now I've got to play this for my man Goldie. I think he's going to be with us in a couple of weeks' time. Is that so?
2 weeks.
This would be right up his street. Also play this for DJ Storm, who I appeared with on Friday night a week ago over there at Stealth in Nottingham. Now, she had a problem getting up there. I think she was about half an hour late. I think the car broke down and she looked pretty stressed. But she rolled out a nice little set up there and handed the reins over to yours truly, and we done what we had to do. Also got a shout SPY. Now, I still thought SPY was still living in Brazil. I'm so behind. Right, yeah. Oh man, he got a couple tunes as well. Yo, I'm on your case, dog. Mutated Forms, Doubts.
That's a big tune right there.
That's what you call gully. Play that for all the... Huh?
You were bobbing your bum around, so I took a picture.
That's a big tune. You know, this is what I was brought up on. This is Rider tune. This is what we used to unleash on the world. Well, still do. Some 7 bass business. So we have my man DJ Krust about to appear in the studio. You see him in room 2 just waiting to unleash. So we're going to be vibes and talking to Mr. Krust in person in a few minutes. But before he comes in, I'm going to play a couple of tunes. I've got to play that tune that I'm talking about, that top 5 tune.
I want to hear it.
And it's remarkable. Do you know what? It's too deep for you. You're not ready for it. And then you know what's going to be worse?
Go on.
So that Krust, right? He's not known for making 3-4 minute tunes. A big Krust tune lasts about 10 minutes. I swear to God, and you have to hear it in its entirety because, you know, as a producer myself, you hear so much in the tune, you think, how did he do that? How did he do that? Krust is definitely a producer's producer. Here's something on Philly Blunt's track's called Poison Darts. Called Poison Darts by Firefox, forthcoming on Philly Blunts. Good to see the guys bringing that label back. Right, we're going to play one more tune and then we're going to draw for DJ Krust. You know, find out what's been going on because I haven't seen that brother for a minute. And if you just logged on, it's Rider Radio here on the BBC Radio 1 Extra. Exclusively tonight, we got housed out of Radio 1 for a week. Oh, house. What are we gonna get with the program and stop this house? 100 formulas of house. Oh, been housed out.
Strictly D&B over here.
That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, I kept going on about it. Going on. So I'm going to play one of my top 5 tunes, which incidentally was made by my special guest tonight. So let's play it. The track's called True Stories. It's by DJ Krust. And that's for years I couldn't tell you. I'm going to have to ask him when he comes in. But this is what Krust is known for. Experimental, hardback, good bass, beat, different formulas. DJ Krust, the True Stories.
D&B.
One of my top 5 drum and bass tunes of all time. The track's called True Stories by my special guest tonight, DJ Krust. Good evening, sir.
Hello, mate.
Krust, this tune, man. I'm sorry, Krust. This one and Soul in Motion.
Yeah.
Too much for me, man. Too much. Me and Fabio, we have debates about them two tunes. Cloaking Device, Cloaking King. I remember when you came up to me one time in heaven. You said, Groove, I'm going to start busting this new style. I'll call it widescreen.
Yeah.
I'll always remember those words, man. So, how have you been, man?
I've been good.
Long time since I've seen you, heard you on vinyl. I mean, what's been going on, man?
Oh, a lot, man, a lot. You know, I've relocated. I've been in London now for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm building a new company called Rebel Instinct.
Yeah.
I've got a new band project called The Rules.
Hold on 1 second, because we've got time for us and we've got to talk properly. What is Rebel Instinct about?
Rebel Instinct is an entertainment company that I put together. Basically, the way I'm approaching it is I'm doing projects. Yeah. And so I'm working with groups of people, like-minded people. Yeah. And I'm creating fun, interesting projects. Some of them are music, some of them to be doing film, some of them will be in clothes, some of them will be book publishing. So all kinds of different entertainment kind of base business, yeah? Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've been in business 20 years now. I've been in Full Cycle. Before that, I was doing Fresh 4 and stuff. So I've kind of been through this whole cycle of creative endeavours. And before that, me and my brother, we started a cycle courier business and various other ventures and stuff. So I'm excited by the process. And the music thing for me is very exciting, but it's not the whole thing for me. I need a lot of stimulation. When I took about 2 years off, I got into I kind of pursued my photographic interests and started to
that I didn't even know you had one, Krust.
Yeah, I've been taking pictures from the beginning of Full Cycle. So I got pictures of me, Dynamite, and Ronnie in the back of a Renault Clio on tour through Europe. I mean, that was like the first tour we ever did. So I got pictures from then right up till now. So I've got all the Represent tours, all of my tours, all the Full Cycle tours, all of
everything. Yeah.
Everything. I photographed everything, and I videoed everything as well.
Yeah.
And so we got archives and archives, and so I've been putting a book together of pictures and stuff. And part of one of the not competition, it's kind of like what we're trying to do. Rebel Instincts is trying to get people involved and to express their creativity by using some of the stuff that I've done as a jump off point. For instance, we did a mashup with Warhead. Yeah. So we put Warhead out, we gave it to everybody, and we had about over 400 entries back where people just did their own mashups, and some of them are really, really good.
So how can somebody get to you?
At the moment, they can just touch my Facebook. There's a link on there to You Shelter Me, and that leads them straight to a website where they can sign up, and then they can start receiving emails and newsletters and posts about stuff that's coming up. Yeah. We're building a website so people can be able to see about a bit more what's going on. But we've been building this thing for the last 6 or 7 months. I've got a great team of people working with me, and so we've put this whole project together, and now this is the Warhead thing was the real sort of jump off point. We've got another thing coming out next week where I've downloaded like 70 of my photos from the last 10 years. Yeah. People can go there, download the photos and make a book, make a collage, do something with it. Yeah. Whatever inspires them to do that, and then we'll release that next year with one of my releases. Also, I've put on there as well, we're going to give all the stems of my last album, Hidden Knowledge. We're going to put that up as well so people can download those and do their own remixes.
That's real enterprising, man. That's going to keep a lot of people busy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Really
I like what you're doing there, man.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I mean, I'm trying to look at what's the future of this whole thing is about, and that's why I call it an entertainment company and not a record label, because to me, what's happening next is going to be a collaboration of all the disciplines. Yeah. And I'm interested in more. Like I said, I've been interested in the photography and the film, in the music, in the clothes, and so we're trying to build in these.
Basically the whole culture of the thing.
Exactly, and that's kind of what excites me about where we come from with the whole jungle thing. I was fascinated with the culture. I loved the music, but I loved the way that we used to dress and
how we rolled.
How we rolled back in the day, and that whole culture. That's what I was about. And before that, I was involved in hip hop, and so for me, it was the culture. It was the culture, and I loved that. And where we are now, I see the drum and bass and jungle thing coming back around, but in another new way. We've got a whole new audience. We're still here. We're still representing. It's like, okay, how do I want to contribute to this scene now? What do I want to do? And for me, I have to use my experience and my background and my education in this whole thing and produce something that the next generation could come in and be involved in, and to have it to the way that we used to have it as well.
That's right. Because we had the best entry point. Because it was so fresh for us.
Exactly.
But let's move it on to the music. I mean, what are you doing music-wise? I know you've been working with a couple of bands. Tell me what you're doing musically, man.
Well,
because you're one of the best out there. And you always have been.
Thank you.
Right? Because what it is with me, right? I look at DJ Krust, and I believed that people don't make the music you used to make back in the day because they're too scared, and you were never scared, right? And you tore it down in a different kind of way. Do you get what I'm saying? All of your tunes sound remarkably different and ahead of anything else that was around at the time. That's why I can play True Stories now and have no problem.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel I can take that in a party now and draw that and be all right.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's so far ahead of its time, and you make music like that. I don't know if you plan to take time off, so you made them tunes that long ago so they can carry you through to today. But that's what it seems like.
Right. No, I mean,
because the techniques that you employed then, people are still trying to use now.
I mean, for me, it was all about making music that wouldn't date, it couldn't erode throughout time.
Yeah.
Then that was the idea. And when I was talking about the whole widescreen approach, for me, it was about films.
Yeah.
It was about making a film, a classic film. So imagine you can watch Orson Welles films now and they're still classic.
But that's what I like about your music, Krust. Your music tells a story. Every track tells a story. You have a start, a middle, and an end.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of tunes don't have today.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, how are you doing this?
Well,
how did you do this?
Part of the whole Rebel Instinct thing is to do with the whole idea about where we're coming from with the music and what it is that we're expressing. That's why we're helping people dig into that creative aspect and start to figure out who they are and what stories that they want to tell. When I'm making tracks like True Stories, Future Unknown, Soul in Motion, I'm trying to tell people a story. I'm trying to let them into my world. I'm trying to guide them on an adventure. I want you to see what I see. Check out this from this perspective. Do you know what I mean? It's still 175. It's still got a couple of sounds in you that you can relate to. But this is a journey. Do you know what I'm saying? I want you to take you somewhere where you haven't been before. Do you know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing. It's like what everybody else does, I do the complete opposite. And that's kind of how I see the whole thing from all perspectives, from all walks of life. I want to try and do something that isn't out there.
Yeah.
You know,
that's what you call. That's because you're a leader. You know what I'm saying? But that's what leaders do. I should know. Anyway, you're gonna. So, like, tell me about the band work that you've been doing, man.
The band's really fun, man. It came out of the Hidden Knowledge project.
What's the band called?
The band's called The Rules.
Okay.
And it's 5 people. It's me, it's Liam Duggan, it's Nick Toots, it's Yuval Gabe, and the mystery bass player.
Oh, Yuval's still about banging out the drums.
Yeah, Yuval's my soldier, man.
For years.
Yeah, I've known Yuval for like 13 years now.
Yeah, I know.
He hooked us up originally with the first American tour.
Oh.
So that's how we met. He was in London. He heard it. He found a Bookham tape that had some Full Cycle music on it. Deep the story, bruv. And then he got in contact with us, and me and Dynamite ended up going to America and touring for a month with him and his band.
Oh, okay. What band was he in at the time?
The band called Soul Coffin.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Big indie band.
Yeah, that's right.
And me and Dio were playing in front of these like 2,000 rockers, and they were like staring at us. It was crazy, but they got into it in the end, and it was a real big experience for us. So that was great.
Yeah, that's good.
So we got Yuval on drums.
Yeah.
So basically, I did my Hidden Knowledge project through Full Cycle, and out of that, we put the band together and we did like 8 or 9 shows, and then we just decided, this is good, this is fun, let's carry on, and so we've been doing it ever since.
Yeah.
And the same kind of rules apply with the band, really trying to push the envelope, trying to give people something that's not already out there, and it's been quite a big learning curve, learning about song structures and
it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, it's a whole different ballgame, but it's been good. It's been challenging, and it's been a real education for me. And and we're almost ready. We got a track on the mix I've done for you that people can check out. We'll be starting to rehearse later on in the year and come out next year.
So next year it's all about live for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So you're going to go into the mix with DJ Krust for like how long? 20 minutes or so?
Yeah.
Well, let's see what you're doing right now. What tracks are you going to be on there, man?
Brand new track of mine called Transparency. And then there's a few artists I'm working with. Mark Day, a group called Need for Mirrors as well.
Yeah.
And there's a track I did with AI for their album.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the Rules track right at the end. So many things.
Okay, well, DJ Krust in the mix right here on Rider Radio for the next 20 minutes.
The biggest guests, the biggest tracks on the world's biggest drum and bass show. Extra.
Extra drum and bass.
One Extra Drum and Bass.
One Extra Drum and Bass, we do it big.
exploding in the space beneath my skin. And the world will spin on anyway, so you don't need to pray for that. Forget the future, what about today? Don't get this city to the rest. And I'm walking through these streets at night. She stands alone on the ghostly light. The shadows scurry out of sight. Come on, let's face it, the champagne is wasted. I got so many things to tell you. I don't know where to begin. She said, settle down, you'll be okay. There's nothing now for you to win. Then she told me not to be afraid. I'll be scared to lose my name. I am you, she said, I'm everything. Take my hand and we will dance into the flame. And I'm running through these streets at night. There's things behind me trying to bite, but I'm not scared. I'm made of light. Come on, let's face it, the champagne is wasted. And I'm running through these streets at night. There's things behind me trying to bite, but I'm not scared. I'm made of light. Come on, let's face it, the champagne is wasted.
Grooverider. Many thanks to DJ Krust for tonight's mix. Absolutely tore it down. Tell us about the tracks again, Krust, what you had inside that mix tonight, man.
The first track was by me. It's called Transparency. It's a brand new track that's going to be out later on this year, beginning of next year on my new label.
Yeah.
And then we have Mark Day, who's a new artist of Sign. He's from Bristol. He's kind of keeping it in the same tradition of Bristol sound, which is really cool.
That Bristol sound, man. There's so many people that adopted that sound over the years, man.
Yeah, he's good. Mark's good. He's a good find. He's a friend of the vocalist in the band, Nick Toots, and so it was really, really good to get him on board. And then there's Broken Britain, which is by Need for Mirrors. A few local guys as well doing the business right now.
Okay, I'm liking this.
And then we have the AI track I got involved in for their album. That was good fun working with those cats. And then there's the Rules.
Let me ask you, them guys are still working kind of old school.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
it was fantastic. Do you know what? I went down to meet them. We worked in their studio, and they're still busting Cubase also. And it was so. Do you know what? It was so much fun to work on. It was just a relief to actually get back to the old school hands-on thing, man. It was great.
Yeah. I think we've gone too far the other way. You reckon?
You know what? For me, there was nothing broken, so there was nothing to fix.
This is true. It's true.
That's how I see it.
It's true. Where are we going to see you, man?
I've got a few dates coming up. People can check my Facebook, MySpace. They can see the dates coming up on there. Apart from that, really, I'm just going to keep my head down and start rehearsing with the band, getting that all ready for next year, and then just concentrate on the company, get that into ship fashion.
So when the band's all ready to go, I'd like you to come and do some live stuff.
Oh, for
down
sure.
there, man.
I'd love to, man.
You know what I mean? Just like, book May the 3rd. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, for sure. It'd be great.
Yeah, get some bands down. I think we should do a showcase one time next year, man. That would be really good. Because there's so many like little bands popping up here and there, people doing a live bit here and there. I think we could do a whole night, proper showcase.
Yeah, it'd be great.
But yeah, man, we'd definitely like to get you on board for that.
Oh, for sure.
Because I know it'd be interesting, different, and we'd hear different sounds, different music. We need you, Krust. We need you.
It's
one of those ones.
I'm here to serve.
I think Goldie's actually doing a live thing as well next year. So,
oh, yeah? Yeah, I spoke to him about that.
That'd be a big show. That'd be a big show. Fresh is doing something as well.
Good, man. We need this.
That's what I'm saying, man. There's so many people doing little bits and pieces, man.
Yeah,
so we could all link that all together and just have a mad show, man.
Great.
But yeah, all right then, Krust. Thanks for coming in, man. It's been an honour and a pleasure, and I hope to see you a bit sooner than I have.
Great.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice one,
But
bro.
take care, man, and good luck with the music, man,
thanks,
and the
man.
new companies and stuff, man.
Thank
Take care, man.
Thank you.
Grooverider, rider. Extra drum and bass. Run that rhythm again, rude boy. Know this. Pull it. Rah, rah, rah.
rider.
Saturday nights on BBC Radio 1 and 1 Extra.
My man, Original Sin. Track's called Phantasm. Oh, I got a blast in. You know what? I'm gonna play an Original Sin track for tonight's. No. Or should I play the Sub-Zero? I'm not sure what to do. Or should I play
Toss a coin.
the example of Lomax?
Head or tail?
Yeah, I've got so much tunes tonight. I'll tell you what, right? We'll get example of Lomax on now. Forthcoming on Ram Records. This is storming. This could have easily been tonight's rewind track. We could have had the DJ SS Sub-Zero remix of We Came to Entertain for tonight's rewind track, because that's probably one of the biggest tunes out right now. And if you look on Facebook, there's actually a little video with a little baby in the back of a car listening to We Came to Entertain. It's quite funny, so go and check it out. Sub-Zero remix, We Came to Entertain. YouTube it, check that little clip. Example in Lomax, as I said at the top. Track's called Link to the Past, forthcoming on Ram Records. Definitely feeling that. Example of Lomax. Making some great tunes together. Big artists in their own right, remember that. Track's called Link to the Past. Soon to be released on Ram Records. Got to say many thanks to Mr. Andy C for sending that one down. Andy always looks after me. I get a personal service at Ram, I like it. Also got to shout my man Red One. Also Shimon, who I haven't seen for a minute. Right, it's about that time we hit the rewind tracks.
In one corner we have the DJ Grooverider, in the other we have the DJ Fabio. It's the battle of the rewind. Slam them down.
Yes, Groove, gonna keep it short and sweet tonight. Got a monster of a track from my boy Dub Phizix from Manchester. He's been making some wicked tracks. He's done a track called Codec and Hammerhead. This is his brand new thing. I think you're gonna like this. It's a bit on a ragga tip. It's called Like a Rope by Dub Phizix.
Tune, Fabio, Dub Phizix. Very cultured tune, very drum and bassy kind of. I like it.
BBC Radio 1 Extra.
1 Extra drum and bass. We do it big.
But what am I going to do? I'm going to have to bang it though. I can only go one way on the rewind tracks. I have to bang it. I've had 2 hours of culture. Now I want to bang it. That's right.
Grooverider,
that's right.
That's right. Finished it. There's nothing left. Oh. You are the champion. Play your champion music.
That's right.
Grooverider, clear winner.
Oh. Cool. Oh, I still haven't dropped the big news in drum and bass this week. Well, this news actually dropped 2 weeks ago. The big news in drum and bass this week. Well, 2 weeks ago. Is that we're hearing Skibbity has left Unks. If that means anything to you.
You heard it here first.
Ozmo Sub-Zero remix. Absolutely smashing. Sub-Zero is in such a rich range of form. That whole gang, man. J-Nan, Original Sin, Supreme Being. Oh, we got to get that. Are we going to get that on tonight? Well, I've got to hold something for next week's rewind track. It's going to be Supreme Being. Right, it's been a couple of weeks, so let's get some drum step bussing. Also got to say many thanks to Fat Man D for sending that Ozmo down, man. Thank you, sir. He hit me up at Global saying, yeah, did you get that Ozmo tune? I was like, what? Ozmo tune? That's not an MCB. He goes, yeah, I sent it to you. I was like, what? Thank you. Looking good in my box right now. Let's play some drum step. Here's Heist with a track entitled Survivor.
Will remove the surviving youth.
Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Rewind, reload, and run again.
Now, 2 weeks ago, I went to Belgium, went straight through to Antwerp. What?
Did you get any of that special stuff for your hay fever? Remember we got that email that if you're in Belgium...
Oh, no. Didn't need it. I'm all right. That's what I mean about hay fever. It's a bit messed up. Like, when you don't have the day you don't have it, you don't remember about it.
And it was very nice for someone to email you about it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But I didn't get it anyway. Maybe you should have just posted me some.
Did you get us any biscuits?
What?
Or chocolates. That's what they do in Belgium.
Belgium's chocolates. I don't eat chocolates, so I don't even think about chocolate.
No, but when you give them as a gift, it's a bit different, isn't it?
Well, I don't know, because I don't give gifts. I've got tight now.
Oh, Scrooge.
I've got tight now.
Yeah, we have noticed that on our birthdays there were no flowers, no cards, no chocolate.
I've got weak, man. I don't know what's happened. I'm sorry, I apologise. I'll tell you what, right? When you go to Belgium, I went on the train this time. Oh, gosh. I took the train to Belgium this time, and this woman gave my bag such a ravaging. She even broke my zip. I couldn't believe... I had to walk down this platform with the whole of my bag hanging out.
Did your swimming trunks fall on the floor?
She tried to get some safety pins to try and clip my bag back up. I was like, love.
Yeah. 'Cause I know that you got the feeling.
As I was saying about Belgium, I drew some drum step over there, absolutely tore down the place. Is this what I'm going to be doing in 2011? I think so. Just easing it in, easing it in. That's Heist with Survivor. Love that tune. Got to say many thanks to Jenna for sending that one down. And more please, more please. I need more drumstick. Right, we're going to finish it off with a track from Chris. For me, one of the original drum step tunes. Even though he didn't even know that. That's what makes it even better. Gotta say many thanks to Lindsay and Sarah, once again holding it down for me, keeping the rider in check, the show in check, keeping us all together. Also gotta say many thanks to you, the listener, for listening to the show. Let me know how you're feeling. Hit me up, bbc.co.uk/Radio1. Become a member of our Facebook page. It's a big look right now. And do remember, who's up next? Target?
Shawnee B.
Shawnee! Some big mixes on that show. Oh, you know what he played one time? That banger tune. When we was doing that banger show, he played the funky D, Are You Gonna Bang Though? But he had it with Are You Going to Bango?
Yeah.
Can you get me that? Can you ask Shawnee for that? Yeah, did you hear that one?
Yeah.
Oh, that was bad.
We went to Bango.
No, I'm not talking about did you hear the tune they played?
Are You Gonna Bango? Yes, of course we heard that.
No, we're talking about his version though. Are You Going to Bango?
I got you the first time, but yeah.
You heard that one, yeah?
Yeah.
It's going to be the last one of the show tonight, as I said at the top. Chris with First Things First. Thank you for listening. It's been an honour and a pleasure. I'll see you in a fortnight when we're back on the original Radio 1 and 1 Extra. Radio 1. Take care. Peace. Peace is so 90s, isn't it? I should say, what else can I use?
One love.
One love. Dread.
Assignment, outer space. Diamond, Albert.